Hi, good morning and welcome to another weekly video, Living with Alzheimer's. I think this is week number 44. Well, I'm just back from doing some cycling this morning, more training. The weather wasn't very good yesterday, I don't think. I think it was quite poor yesterday. Today is the sun is shining and there's no wind, so it's nice. And I've done 28 miles this morning. And I'll probably go out and do another sort of 25 this afternoon. So yeah, it's all coming along nicely. I'm trying to get out and cycle as much as I can now, because I think I'm right in saying it's only about another 8 weeks before our start date. So we're starting the last week in June, as you know. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel quite confident about it all, actually, and I feel quite excited about it. It'll be a great experience, a great challenge, and yeah, maybe I might maybe after this, if this challenge goes well, maybe I'll think about doing another challenge. Here's the thing: maybe I could do some challenge of some description every year while I still can, and maybe that might keep me keep me going for longer. Either that or kill me, one of the two. Anyway, today I want to talk a little bit about dementia and work. I think some people are quite surprised that I actually still work a few days a week. There's actually two reasons for this. One is the financial side of things. Obviously, the problem is that the benefit system is not really geared up for somebody in their early 50s. It's more geared up for retiring age and people of an older generation, really. I can't really draw my pension out as yet, even though I've got a pension. And like I say, the benefit system doesn't really cater for people like us. There are small amounts of payments that I think we can get, and I do get a small amount, but it doesn't really amount to anything. You couldn't live off it. And I think what a lot of people forget is that people in my age group probably have lots of financial commitments, and most people in my age group probably still have a mortgage. I'm very fortunate; mine is finished now, but we did have to work very hard in the early days of my diagnosis to finish the mortgage, and we probably lived. We didn't live very well as a result, because it was a very worrying time for me and my family. That it's possible that you work all these years to try and secure a house and finish a mortgage, and you get to the latter stages of that, and it's possible that you could lose your house through no fault of your own, and there isn't a great deal of help out there. Before I was diagnosed, I ran a timber business, a sawmilling and tree business, and that's one that my father started up in 1947, and I took the business off him when he retired, and I've been working in that industry since I was 15 and a half, so I'm 53 now, so that's a long while. I've never done anything else, only done that one job. I don't run the business anymore because I am unable to do so, which is a great shame, because I built the business up over a period of years. I put my own mark on it, and I made it my own. And then I had to let it go because it was just impossible for me to run it. But I still work there 3 days a week. It's run by somebody else. I'm picked up. I work on Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I generally start about 9 o'clock in the morning and probably only go through till about 2:30 or 3. And it gives me a sense of achievement. It gives me a sense of purpose. And I must admit that I sort of look forward to Monday mornings, to having a chat with people and being part of something, or still being part of something that has been a big part of my life ever since I left school. And I also must confess that come Wednesday afternoon, I'm rather looking forward to the 4 days of doing stuff that I want to do, and in the garden and cycling and that sort of thing. But it earns me a little bit of money, just enough for me to do what I want to do, and also, I say, it gives me a sense of purpose. And I believe that I still have something to give as far as that goes. My knowledge goes back through many years, and a lot of the stuff hasn't changed much within our industry. So it's all the machinery has changed, and a lot of that sort of thing has changed, and I don't use that anymore because my abilities don't allow me to do that anymore. But basically, a piece of wood is the same that a piece of wood was here 35 years ago. It hasn't changed, and what we do with it hasn't changed as well. So it's really good to still be part of processing this timber and putting them in old barns, windmills, water mills, various bespoke buildings, oak porches, and all of that sort of thing. And it's really good to be part of that. And I still feel quite proud. Yeah, proud is the right word, that I can still achieve, even though I think I'm 3 years into my diagnosis now. So again, as I've said in the past, it's not about the I can't do's, it's about the I can do's, and that's one of the main things. Be positive and be proactive. So like I say, more cycling this afternoon. It's just a little, I don't know really whether this video has really told you much, but I suppose it's all part of the story of living with Alzheimer's at the end of the day, isn't it? Now, I think I'm right in saying that this weekend is a bank holiday. You know, I might have got that wrong. I do tend to lose the thread of days, but let's say it is a bank holiday, because I'm reasonably sure that it is. So, as always, have a great weekend. Have a great bank holiday weekend, I think it is. And if I've got that wrong, well, everybody will have a laugh, and you know what, it doesn't really matter, because maybe it's a bank holiday the following weekend, but who really cares? And yeah, thank you so much for listening, and have a great week. And yeah, maybe a smiley Peter will see you here again next week. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.